Streptococcus literally means chains of spheres. Each cocci is spherical in shape and are attached together to make a chain. There are free-living bacteria, which means they don't require a host to live and are capable of thriving in limited environmental conditions. There are also a gram-positive bacteria, which means it gives a positive result or turns purple under microscope in the gram stain test. This is because the thick peptidoglycan layer in the bacterial cell wall retains the purple stain. Gram-negative bacteria can't retain the stain as they have a thinner wall and an outer membrane. So even though gram-positive bacteria such as Streptococcus have a thick peptidoglycan layer, they're more receptive to antibiotics than gram-negative bacteria such as E. coli, which have a thin outer membrane that antibiotics often struggle to penetrate. There are 6 main species of Streptococcus, each causing different conditions. There's Streptococcus pneumoniae, Streptococcus viridans or mutans, Streptococcus pyogenes, Streptococcus agalacticae, Streptococcus faecium, and Streptococcus bovis. The 6 types of Streptococcus in the strep family are subdivided into 2 sets depending on their ability to damage red blood cells. They're either alpha hemolytic, so they don't or they partially break down red blood cells, or beta hemolytic, which means they completely break down red blood cells. In the alpha hemolytic set we have Streptococcus pneumoniae, which causes pneumonia, meningitis, sinus and ear infections and lives in the nasal passages of most of us. Streptococcus mutans causes cavities in the teeth. It uses the carbs or sugar coming in through the mouth to make glycoalix, a slimy layer which helps bacteria to stick to teeth known as plaque. In the beta hemolytic set we have Streptococcus pyogenes, which means pus former. It causes scarlet fever, acute nephritis, pharyngitis such as strep A and eventually sepsis. Streptococcus agalacticae can be normal flora in the vagina such as group B strep. It causes neonatal pneumonia, neonatal meningitis and sepsis if untreated. So this diagram is an example of a beta hemolytic Streptococcus bacterium. So it excretes exotoxins in the body, and there's 2 types of exotoxins, invasins and pyrogenic exotoxins, and these allow the Streptococcus to move through the tissues. It allows the bacteria to be hemolytic and to absorb and damage and break down the red blood cells of the tissues in the body. Some strains of Streptococcus have super antigens on the cell, and that can be a cause of sepsis. So the exotoxins that act as super antigens can cause a cytokine storm, which is what can lead to sepsis. The capsule surrounding the bacterium is made up of hyaluronic acid. It looks like our connective tissue, so that helps it to avoid detection by our immune system. The cell wall contains lipoteichoic acid. This is a cause of sepsis, which I'll go into. It can trigger the cytokine storm I mentioned earlier, which is a big immune reaction. It also contains M protein, which helps the bacteria to avoid phagocytosis of our immune system, and it helps the bacteria to adhere to tissues in our body. So the cause of sepsis is a result of the immunological response to cell wall lipoteichoic acid.